Happy Saturday evening, September 25th, and welcome to a surprise Arsenal stream on this Saturday. The end of last night did not leave a good taste in my mouth. I want to beat Horizon Zero Dawn this weekend, and that's going to happen. I feel like I found a way to get past the technical difficulties. Thank you, Reddit, as usual. Let's be honest. But what we're going to do is tune in here for a little Saturday night party stream and finalizing our run through Horizon Zero Dawn on that PlayStation 5. We will be going live right here in less than 5 minutes. Stay tuned, and thank you all, as always, for being here. I'll be right back. What is going on, Borvad, my man? Thank you for being here. I think that's probably the best way to go live. So let's go ahead and bring it on back in. Welcome to the stream, my man. Just getting some final preparations, and I'm sitting down tonight, man. What happens if the PS5 doesn't work? That is a very good question. Whatever it takes. I have to take off the patch, uninstall the Frozen Wilds somehow. If I have to pack 75 hours into one evening to replay all the way up to that point unpatched, whatever it is, we are beating Horizon tonight. And then I might be playing some Skyward Sword. I might play some Halo 4. We will see where the night takes us, but it's a great Saturday evening. I've had a wonderful day here today, and you were there last night, man. You know essentially what is played out here today is a gifted day from my wife after being sick for weeks and all the stuff we've been through, to just hang out, have a couple of brewskis, and just play some games. And that's what it's been. So ready to stream tonight and play some games, hang out. Really great to see you, man. Appreciate you being here. And I got the chat, by the way, and some of these technical issues figured out. Yeah, not messing around at all with this, because no no longer need to have my phone unless the chat gets so long that I can't see what's coming in or the latest, messages and all that good stuff. But I'm pumped, man. I also popped Hitman 3 and all of the expansions. Let's take a look at that here onto this good old system, and I actually think it's ready to go. Because every once in a while, you just got to play an assassination simulator. You just got to do it, right? And of course, they're in the middle of a season called Envy, Act 6 of the 7 Deadly Sins, and a lot of people, let's be honest, who are Hitman aficionados over the years, they've seen very similar DLC, and they're rightfully upset for essentially what they consider to be somewhat mailed-in DLC for Hitman 3. But as somebody who has brought the entire World of Assassination trilogy together and playing through all 3 games in Hitman 3's engine, in Hitman 3's with Hitman 3's improvements, it's just something special, man. It is just something special. Borvad says, all right, dude, I'm 42 and reminiscing about Chucky Egg on the early days of the Spectrum in the 1980s, and also wondering if Xbox should franchise James Bond. Thoughts? Man, that is we might as well talk about euthanasia. There's a topic that's a hard one to comment on, man. Damn! If Xbox should franchise James Bond. Yeah, I really do think they should, but I think and the reason I think that they should is because I understand that Sony developers are special, but Xbox Game Studios developers are similarly special, and they match that. And the way that Xbox has been acquiring developers and the strength of those developers, I'd actually love to see James Bond get franchised by Xbox and given to I don't want to say an unproven development suite, but an up-and-coming development suite, like the Ascent out of Neon Giant, 12 people. Don't get me wrong, listen, you'll hear, I'm having some issues here with the, there we go, there's the screen that we're looking for, sorry about that. But, for me, it's one of those situations where the talent is just so strong, and they're actually making a 007 for the Eidos Montreal, or IO Interactive, who has made Hitman 3. You guys are making me, just by this conversation alone, really want to play some Hitman 3 here, despite the fact I haven't played it in a few months. Maybe I'll just hop in there and get smoked and still have fun. You guys let me know what you want to see. We're going to be hanging out here tonight for probably another 4 or 5 hours. I ain't going anywhere. Having a good night. Looking forward to playing whatever rolls through, but I would like to see Perfect Dark be an indicator of what they could do with the 007 franchise, because I'd love to see them bring it back into first person. I know that they're kind of adamant on third person action for 007 games now, but and especially if IO Interactive is doing one, I'm sure it'll be great. You see some of in Hitman 3, some of the stealth mechanics and some of the tools that are very 007-esque, right? Just kind of spy-y, like you've never seen before. Like you're opening windows with your camera after you find codes throughout the level and that kind of stuff. It's almost like a pilot, right, for what they're going to try to do on kind of a more wholesale level with 007. But I don't think that anybody else could be given it in a way that would be this exciting other than IO Interactive, and they just knocked Hitman 3 out of the park in the way they modernized the entire franchise. Or the entire last 3 games, rather. I never thought that a stealth simulator would match Hitman 2, let alone one in the Hitman franchise, but Hitman 3 at this point has done that, especially when you have all the levels and all the DLC and all that good stuff. So any of you guys out there who love stealth and you used to like Hitman back in the day and you haven't got into this, keep your eyes peeled for sales on Hitman 2 and the first Hitman from 2016, which released episodically, but just amazing stuff. Maybe we'll play some of that here tonight. Mr. Frank Yeager, as always, man, welcome to the stream. Great to see you, Frank Yeager. One more time. Yeah, we're going to try one more time. I looked this up. This has apparently been an issue for almost a month. You have to go to a specific safe travel, right? Safe travel. You have to go to a specific travel location. And once you get there, you have to apparently get on a mount and then head to that objective. Otherwise, it's going to crash. So I don't have a mount. You guys have seen me. I didn't have a mount last night. So I think what's going to be interesting for me is figuring out, you know, long story short, whether or not I can get to a mount and get to that location before the game hard freezes. We'll see. But either way, we're going to play some stuff here tonight. We're finishing up a fun day. I got a solid buzz going on, and we're just going to sit here and play some games and hang out tonight, and we're going to beat Horizon. I don't care what it takes. We're going to beat Horizon. It's going to happen, and then we'll play whatever we want to play after that, whether it's something here, maybe Skyward Sword on Nintendo Switch, or a Halo 4 as I'm making my way through the campaign in Halo 4. Pretty far into it, by the way, as well, on the Xbox Series X, or maybe something else like Hades. You guys let me know what you want to see, and we'll go from there. Borvet says, you running the patch tonight, or you patched the patch? No, it's the issue is apparently with the patch. And here's the thing, like, yeah, it could be an issue with the patch and with the software, but the way that PlayStation is architected, and I talked about this quite a bit last night, but the way that PlayStation is architected its systems, it makes it a harder system to develop for, right? So that, I mean, think back to when the Fallouts, the last, you know, couple of Fallout single player games or Elder Scrolls games were, you know, the difference in quality, right, between like the Xbox and the PlayStation, where you want to get patches on PlayStation for like 6 months or longer. And when you would get them there, you'd have all these issues where I remember and you guys hear me reference this sometimes, but in Skyrim, like, there was a large period of time where anytime you touched water on the PlayStation version of Skyrim, the game would freeze. Like that. Didn't matter if it was a puddle, didn't matter if it was a lake or a large body of water. If you touched water, the game hard froze and booted you back out to the system. Meanwhile, Xbox is just sitting there like, oh, we're doing the things that we got to do, and it's no issue for us. It is just a continuing issue for Sony, where, yes, you could say, well, it's the patch. You know, the patch isn't, you know, they messed this up in the patch. Well, it's really hard sometimes to get your software to work with the way Sony has built its system to operate. And that's a really important thing, I think, that I want to emphasize to kind of keep in mind as we look at this. And because I've heard some people being like, oh, well, it's Guerrilla Games because they didn't, you know, they released a patch that just didn't get the job done. And I'm like, everything was flawless up to that point. It's harder to develop for Sony, and that's another negative against them, and something that's worth talking about. So let's hop out of ranting and raving, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me here tonight, having a lot of fun. MVP, as always, my wife, who is hanging out with the kids, taking care of them tonight so that Daddy can play some games. We had a great day today, had a lot of fun, and I feel very, very good just kind of sitting down with a brewski and playing some video games, hanging out with my subscribers. Thanks for being here, everybody. Let's hop into Horizon Zero Dawn. I have not tried this since I uninstalled and reinstalled it last night. So we'll see how this goes. Maybe that'll solve the problem outright. We're going to find out. I'm going to bring up on my phone. And by the way, I got the chat back up on my computer now, so I can see you guys coming down the right-hand side of the screen. So this is good. Everything so far is good to go. Thank you guys for joining us, or joining me rather. Let's hop right on in and play some Horizon Zero Dawn. Hit the live chat, guys. Kick your feet up and relax. Let's play some games together. I'm pretty sure I just sat down, started the stream, and left my phone in the other room. Well, I guess I could use it on the computer here, but I don't know. We are good to go, ladies and gentlemen. Frank Yeager, thank you for joining the stream as always, and Borvad, it's good to see y'all. All right. Let's take a look. You guys do me a favor. Let me know what you think of the audio versus the video game music, because as I kind of watched back a part of the streams, because I always do for quality checks and that kind of thing, it sounded like my voice was much higher than the game. So I kind of tinkered with the audio mix here a little bit, and I think it's solid. But you guys let me know if you want my voice up or the game music up, or if the balance is good. Just let me know in the chat there. All right, so we need to apparently travel to the estate. And I remember the estate, ladies and gentlemen. That's one of my favorite missions in the entire game. Is essentially a murder mystery, betrayal, all that good stuff. Elevation played a significant role in that fight. That's a highlight of my time in Horizon Zero Dawn, and really enjoyed that mission. So let's go take a look here. I think it's up this way. Where's the estate? Is the estate, man? I've not gone to the estate in ages, but there it is. All right, we got it. Let's see if this works. If it does, I will lose my mind, ladies and gentlemen. We will be on the right track to finally beat this game. Happy Saturday to each and every one of you out there. I hope everyone's doing well and enjoying the weekend. And if you're out there working, thank you for spending time with me when you should be working. And if you're just hanging out, kicking those feet up, I'm glad you're here as well. Thanks each and every one of you for every second you spend here and for supporting my content. I really appreciate that. Hit those comments, hit that like button if you haven't yet and you're enjoying what you're seeing, and buckle in. If you want to hang out here for a couple hours or come back later and be in and out, I appreciate all levels of engagement. I love hanging out and just spending some time with you guys. So, as always, thanks for being here. So I'm not seeing any popping right now. I probably shouldn't be talking about it because last night when I talked about, the patch has been great, there's been no glitches, we know what happened, right? So I'm just going to take my time here. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but I do notice here that there's okay, now I'm seeing a ton of popping. Oh, I should just check live chat. Who Gadgets? If it's an exclusive, they tend to be overrated. Some are awesome, some not so much. Well, welcome to the stream, Who Gadgets. Much appreciated. Let me take a quick gander here. Hold on one second, guys. I'm messing with my templates. Now we're in the ranting and raving screen. Thank you for joining Who Gadgets. Yeah, some exclusives are amazing, others not so much. But I do think that in general, PlayStation has absolutely great, like the best exclusives for now. The difference is we know that those major juggernaut powerhouse titles are coming to Xbox this generation, which was really not something you knew or happened much in the last generation. You being able to count on one hand the amount of exclusives that were on Xbox versus PlayStation that were like console sellers. You have to have it in your system. So Xbox has some catching up to do when it comes to that, but they're ahead in practically every other area. But it's a testament that they're still as relevant as they are, based solely on, the fact that they have just game experiences you really can't find anywhere else. I do expect that to change. But welcome to the stream. Thanks for engaging and tuning in. Let's hop back in here and hopefully get to this marker here and continue this last mission in Horizon Zero Dawn. Hopefully Elton John won't make an appearance tonight. Yeah, I can't make any promises though, my friend. Cannot make any promises. We'll see where that goes. That just kind of popped out of me, man. That's whenever I get really frustrated with something going on, I just kind of try to be lighthearted, or I just try to find humor in it. Maybe that wasn't the most lighthearted joke in the world. I'm not going to argue about that. And by the way, my apologies if my plosives, it is fun to say, plosives, blew your eardrums out. Still looking for a pop filter. Can't find a pop filter for this microphone to save my life because of this pandemic. Got sent the wrong one, but I'll fix it. In the meantime, I'm so sorry for your cerebellum and your eardrums. But anyway, welcome to the stream, guys. Thanks for joining. We're going to try to get to this final marker here tonight to beat Horizon Zero Dawn for the first time. I've been playing this on my PlayStation 5 for a couple of months as part of my Does Horizon Suck series. Once we beat this game, I'll be able to wrap it up and put that final video out. Spoiler alert, yeah, I liked it. Just a little bit. A smidgen. Dear Lord, that is not what I wanted to see. And we talked about this last night being just a complete and total microcosm a complete and total microcosm of the issues that come with owning a PlayStation 5, speaks very strongly to the fact that this wasn't ready to come out. This wasn't ready to come out when it came out, and the fact that we're having this many bugs with this many titles. So the fix I thought would work, don't think is going to work, ladies and gentlemen. So let's take one more. Let's get this light over this way. Oh, here we go. Game volume slightly higher than your voice. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Let's take a look here. Let's change our settings up. Boo, 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 boo. Drop this bad boy back down. There we go. All right, Borvad, let me know if that's better for you, pal. Hopefully that's good. So we got some people in here on the thread talking about how bad this is, how much of an issue it's been. I just tried the first fix. It did not work. In the meantime, let's hop right back on in. But yeah, as I was saying before, for those who were not here last night and heard me go off on my rant and watch this happen in real time, I've had this system since day one. And I don't say that to be like, oh yeah, I'm super fortunate and super blessed to have been able to get one, let alone, or to afford one, let alone be able to get it on launch day. But there does come experience with owning the PlayStation 5 since day one and like being able to look back objectively and be like, how is this? Couldn't it be more of a disappointment? Honestly, in pretty much every way, shape, and form. But I feel like it's kind of peaked last night when in real time we kind of all realized together, yeah, the PlayStation 5 can't accept simple like unlocks of 30 frame per second games to 60. I mean, especially when if you're playing on an Xbox Series X or an S, you're playing 60 frames per second. You're not having any issues with older titles, which are just unlocked automatically, or if they are curated by the developers, they release them back out and they're totally fine, and it's all free, and your save data all seamlessly transfers back and forth. I found out today a little bit more. We talked a bit last night about Lost Judgment, and how I bought it for PlayStation 4, but I'm kind of very frustrated about it because I know that I'm going to get screwed somehow, some way with the PlayStation 5 version of it. And by the way, I see a number of you have joined here tonight. We are going to beat, hopefully at some point tonight, Horizon Zero Dawn. We've run into our first crash. I'm kind of on a Reddit thread where there are a bunch of supposed fixes for this issue, and the first one has unfortunately failed, but we're going to run the gamut tonight. We're going to play a bunch of different things. I'm going to be here for probably the next 4 or 5 hours, ladies and gentlemen, just hanging out together, playing some video games, having a brewski or two, and just enjoying a Saturday night here on September 25th, 2021. Wherever you are, I hope you are doing well, enjoying yourself, and staying healthy and being blessed. But with Lost Judgment, we found out today you can actually transfer your save data from PS4 to PS5 and continue to play Judgment on your PS5. The problem is it's a one-way transfer. So I'm in the studio here right now. My wife and I, we progressed the main story together and with the original Judgment, which we absolutely loved. And if you haven't seen my video on it, I highly recommend go check it out from 3 or 4 months back. It's an extremely frustrating situation because I play it on PS4 with my wife out in the main room, but if I wanted to play side content, I couldn't just download my cloud save data to my PS5 like with a smart delivery situation and continue my progress. And then when we are playing the next night, I just download it again from the cloud, which is like that. It's kilobytes, guys. It's like save data because the game's installed on both the PS4 and the PS5. So keep in mind, this is something you could do with the PS3 to PS4 version of the Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD remake seamlessly. It's not that you can't do it. It's the fact that they've intentionally kind of like monetized these types of things, but a lot of times they don't even offer the option. So here I am being like, I have no option to show you guys really Lost Judgment right now or play some of the side content and stuff before I move forward the main story, because I can't just go back and forth between PS4 and PS5 with my save data. Xbox, no issues ever with that, and any cross-generational upgrade is free. You guys have heard me talk a lot about it. I'm not gonna go on too many rants here tonight. I just want to kind of hang out and enjoy our time together. So let's see what we got here next. A lot of people This person says, I will wait for a patch. Hopefully comes within the next month or so and continue then. Otherwise, I just won't go to the Spire. Well, if there was an option to just go to the mission and start the mission and do it, I would kind of do that. But I'm also a bullhead and I'm kind of stubborn. I'm the type of guy who will go into a fast food drive-thru and ask for my fries to have no salt. And then when I get up to the window, ask for salt packets. I know what I want and what it takes to get there, and I got to beat this game, guys. We got to put a bow tie on this. I don't know what it's going to take, but we're going to find out here tonight. In the interim, please reach out. I'm going to check live chat here occasionally, guys. We're going to be hanging out, also having some fun. As you guys know, this is also a bit of a podcast as well as a live stream. You mentioned Hades, says Stefan Anderson, and welcome to the stream, Stefan. Much appreciated. Glad to have you here. Now, that's what I play right now. Awesome game. Try it. I bet you will be hooked. Addictive AF. Yeah, I was talking last night about how, you know, I'm not a drug user, and I've never been, but if I could like mortar and pestle Skyrim style my copy of Hades down into a powder and snort it, I would. Legitimate digital crack. We may see an appearance of Hades later tonight if enough people want to see me play it. I'm very close to getting out of Hades for the first time, and I'm rocking the gauntlets right now. So once we beat Horizon, guys, we got anything open. If you want to see me play Skyward Sword, if you want to see me play something on PS5 or the Xbox Series X, you guys let me know what you want to see. I just kind of want to hang out and play some games tonight and see what happens. This person says, I fast traveled to the estate and called my mount, then followed the path all the way to the top with the mount. Good turnaround. All right. Well, I think I'm just going to see if I can't go to the start of the end mission. How's that sound? How's that sound? I think that sounds pretty nice. Pretty nice. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully we will beat some Horizon Zero Dawn tonight. Let's see what happens. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Borvad says, I've been trying the Ascent, but sad to say, keep getting mauled on the first lot of enemies. Probably shouldn't have said that in here. No, dude, it's, I think the Ascent is very well designed, but it's got a steep learning curve. I have a brother who just bought his first Xbox, and I've been really going off on the Ascent. I love that game so much. It's Detonation meets Cyberpunk. Sling Blade. Yeah, Sling Blade. Sorry, Blade Runner. Sling Blade. the Ascent. The Ascent is Detonation. Guys, the Ascent is Detonation meets Sling Blade. Oh no. The Ascent is Detonation meets Blade Runner, and it's and Contra, right? Great game, but definitely a steep learning curve. But once you get into it, man, especially if you play co-op, it'll open itself up. That's good stuff, man. Keep us on the loop on how it's treating you. Let's see if I can save here. Maybe that'll help. Let's do a manual save. Boop, 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 boo. There we go. I love that in this game, when I talk about like little quality of life things that I dig and I enjoy, one of those things is like right there. Every time you go to the very bottom of your save files, and I always say 4 or 5 any game I'm playing if there were slots there to do that. Obviously, if you're playing like a Dark Souls or something like that, you can't do that because it's an inherent part of how you progress through the game. It's not being able to like save scum and stuff. But if you're playing an RPG, whether it's an open world, Western style RPG, or if it's like a hardcore numbers based JRPG or something in between, it's always good to see little quality of life things that save time. So I know the last save that the oldest save that I would want to overwrite as I kind of scroll through those slots is always going to be at the bottom. The game automatically arranges it. And if you think about it, it's kind of like an Excel functionality, right? It's just like a sort function in a game and a software, right? Or an application. It's just, I don't know. It's just really cool to see that kind of stuff, and I appreciate it. And I know a lot of you out there also like quality of life features and developers. It's just kind of thinking about the user experience, even to that, granular level. All right, so we're just going to skip the Spire here. Let's see. Rest before the final battle. Okay, so we can at least get into Meridian. If I can save in Meridian, that'll give me some time to at least trigger the next quest. And hopefully if I trigger the next quest, we'll get out of this kind of, you know, frozen, broken state that this game has been in since last night. And guys, once I beat this game, you know, I'm going to be able to kind of play some side quests and stuff off stream, because I talked about playing the game from start to end, and that's what I'm doing. And I'll probably still stream this before Forbidden West, some of those, you know, ancillary things, trophy hunting and that kind of stuff. But I'm really looking forward to Forbidden West. I think it's going to be absolutely incredible.
No. Has the enemy reached the main gate?
It's intense because I'm just kind of like sitting here waiting for it to
Soon.
break. The game did just straight up break.
Decorations everywhere. Could you spare a moment to speak of the final thing?
No, I can't, Judith.
Trial to the info. Get them to safety as soon as you can. The enemy is
32 steps this way. All right.
Owen's apartment.
All right, I think, guys, we're cooking with
Feels
gasoline. Knock on wood here.
Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
Yes, you did, but it's all good. If this just ends up in me not being able to do an optional objective, like, it's not the end of the world, but it's still frustrating to have these issues playing a 4-year-old game on a next-generation system. I mean, I'd ideally like to go out and kill some raccoons and owls and that good stuff, but I don't know where they are offhand, ladies and gentlemen. And I think I'm going to be overpowered a bit anyway, because we made our way and marched through the frozen wilds. Had an incredible time there, and I'm looking forward to knocking off some side quests and DLC additional content in there. But let's head into the final battle and see what happens here. Welcome back to the stream, PSV to God. 24 hours later, got it working. We did have one crash.
Sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you.
And again, guys, when I talk about quality of life features, the fact that I can just stop here, hop in intermission, and rant and rave about the fact that I love that you can do this is awesome, right? Little quality of life updates. Here we are going into the end of a close to 100-hour game, and I'm still just appreciating all the little things that have never worn off since the start. I love the fact that I can just pause this cutscene. And yeah, a lot of games you can do that. But you've seen in a lot of other ways all the granular quality of life things that are in effect here. And it's just cool that I can pause and before the final battle in a cutscene and talk to you guys about it. Let's hop on back in. Welcome back to the stream here, PSV to God, Borvad, and everybody else who is here. Thank you for spending some of your time here on a Saturday night. I appreciate it. Let's go and beat Horizon Zero Dawn. And then we'll figure out what else we want to play here tonight. You guys start thinking about it. We got Hades on Xbox Series X. We got Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, which, make no mistake, is essentially the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 2.0 in 2021. Also an awesome game to play. Happy to play that. Happy to play anything on the PlayStation 5. I've got my fingers in a lot of pots, and I'm open to suggestions. Tonight, I just want to sit here, hang out with you guys, and have a good night and do some life together. Enjoy. Hit up that live chat, and we'll see what happens here at the end of Horizon Zero Dawn. The 60 frames per second. When the patch is working, absolutely fantastic. Let's see it.
How did you, Rost? After you lost your family?
My boy Rost.
Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
Nope. That's so cool. That's so completed, the looming shadow. I love it. So unexpected, too. Nice timing. Love the sound design. The font that they use. Everything feels impactful. Very Guerrilla Games.
There are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
It's gonna be intense, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
But it's not with smoke.
What do you think? They campfires? No, Avad.
The end.
They're not roasting marshmallows over there, buddy.
Begins anyway.
Let's take a look, ladies and gentlemen. That's solid. What do you think? Yeah, it's solid. Don't like the focus. Yo, I'm ready for this, man. This, by the way, is spoiler alert, Metal Gear crossover. I'm not kidding, of course. But that's like the Deathwalker.
The Deathbringers you spoke of.
To the guns!
Legitimate.
To the guns!
Metal Gears.
Now!
By the sun, do as she says!
I love how they just spent the last
Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire! Will the guns hold them back?
Like,
We're about to find out.
little Lord of the Rings towers, right? Storming in some of those times. By the way, one of the very few great movie video games ever are the Lord of the Ring titles from the PlayStation 2 era. Still worth playing to this day.
Healers!
No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
Guys, I gotta say this. Like, I don't know if you've been on this channel and you've watched my live streams. This isn't news to you. I freaking love Aloy. She's like top 25 characters for me ever. Like, I love her. She's so awesome. She's such a great character. So well voice acted. So well written. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Horizon Forbidden West. That's like S+ tier level. Very, 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 very good stuff.
You have vexed me long enough.
Should have fought me in a sun ring then. We got some kind of rail gun, and I kind of want to use it. All right, there we go. No, not Silence Lance. Where is it? Where is the rail gun? Proof Forge Fire, Shadow Slinger. Did I sell that? I think I might have sold that by accident. It was like kind of the rail gun thing. All right, that's fine. We'll just do Forge Fire. Most part, you gotta guarantee fire's gonna be good against human flesh. Right? I mean, that's not it's fire on flesh. Right? Yeah, it makes sense why they make that the case.
Meridian must run red to be cleansed. firing, this bridge will go.
That barrel as well.
Bridge can't take much more of this.
Guys, if you watch me play Halo,
It's giving way!
What are you for the terror of the sun?
The one who will take you down!
Straight up. Like, just straight up.
I am chosen. You came from nothing. You will die on nothing.
Hopefully that's it.
I am chosen. This was
Hopefully
not
it's not the
meant
end.
to
Guys,
be.
if that was it, if that was the last question, I'd be very upset. That was comically easy. Oh, straight up, I hope this hurts. I hope this hurts, straight up.
Chosen. Hades only chose you because you're a fool. A sadistic butcher too stupid to see you were being used. Your whole life was a failure. And soon, no one will even remember you. Turn your face to the sun and think about that.
Absolutely love it. Love the choice. Listen, my Aloy's been pretty mutual and compassionate throughout the entire game. Not there. And I love the fact that I had that chance. That screenshot taken. Oh, man, this is nuts. There's another example of yet something else that I cannot stand about the PlayStation 5. It is so slow to take screenshots. You have to hold down your share button, and then there's a delay before it takes the screenshot. On the Xbox, you tap the button, it captures a screenshot. It takes a second for the alert to pop up that you captured your screenshot, but you get it when you press the button. The best is by far and away the Switch. As soon as you tap that button, that captures there in your photo gallery. Switch by far and away the winner there. But with PlayStation 5 right there, I wanted that shot of Hades, and I missed out on it. Let's confirm we missed out on it. Yep. Even though I pressed the button when it was down, that delay totally screwed that moment and lost the capture as a result. Seems like a small thing, but if you appreciate your screenshots and you like to share stuff and hang out or share those to hangouts and different social medias and stuff, and I like to just kind of capture these things to remember my sessions. Right, I might date them and then I back them up to my hard drives and that kind of stuff, so I can be like, oh yeah, this is when I played this, and here are some here's some things. Some memories from that. Oh yeah, I remember playing that. I missed a cool one there because of limited hardware functionality or software functionality of the PlayStation 5. Sucks. Another, you guys will see, just it's consistent, one after the other. All of these little things add up significantly, especially when you're playing something else that just doesn't have any really of those issues, and it's like that noticeable downgrade is very very apparent. But I'm just glad that we can get through to the end of the game after all of those hard freezes, being able to being forced to just skip through optional content that I wanted to see, that I wanted to go through, even if it was just for a little bit of dialogue, because the dialogue in this game is so well written and so well voice acted that even if you're just getting dialogue from doing something, it feels like a tangible reward because it's so well done and you want to soak up every moment of it, right? Every morsel of content that there is in that game to further build out this world and this story and these characters. Unfortunately, I had to get cut out of some of that. All right, Hellas. Keep calling me Hades. All right, Hellas, let's see. Better way to skip over Hades is much more.
Can't carry more.
And I love the freeform camera, right? Always able to get the shot that you want.
Where do you need me?
Yes, the awesome cannon, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm excited. You guys know how much I love this weapon. You guys saw me last night.
Incoming. Gotta drop it and move.
Look at that damage. It's nice to be able to fight these death walkers without having to be on foot like you have to the rest of you. So you take out the right components.
Gotta get to another platform. Right on target.
There we go, baby. Look at all this fun. Just seeing all that extra pop up, you know, you can go loot it anytime you want to get stuff. It's just great stuff. So you got two over here to the left.
It's taking a shot at me.
Love that the platform is
Here it comes. Better move.
go, baby. Get that weapon in the sack. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for that reference. You gotta bring your aim up a little bit. It's kind of like can I aim up a little bit?
Time to go.
Sorry,
Chance to
buddy, I
catch a
just
breath.
shot a volley of
Be prepared.
rockets into your forehead. It's like it was a birthmark. Calm down. Welcome everybody to the stream. Got through some technical difficulties that cropped up last night. We're here about to beat Horizon Zero Dawn, and then we'll see what happens after that point. This may turn into a podcast. This may turn into Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword or Hades on Xbox Series X, or maybe even Halo 4. We'll see what's going on. But welcome every single one of you to the Arsenal stream here tonight. 2 Arsenal streams in a row. Looking forward to getting back to things here and just having a brewski or two in the interim. Harbo 11. Harbo, for those of you that don't know, is BauerKillz royalty. Harbo, as always, my friend, welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. Harbo says, hey, bro, sorry I'm late. Has anyone told you that your mic is low? I can barely hear you over the game sound when you are talking. Thank you for letting me know that, man. No, I did not know that. Let me try this. Harbo, thank you so much for letting me know, man. How is this? Yeah, I'll fire some stuff off here. You let me know if that's a little bit better for you, brother. Hey.
My daughter has opposable thumbs and recently learned how to use them. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back. My 3-year-old, this is the one door in the house of all the doors that does not have a lock. And she's awesome, and I love her to death, and she's number one in my life along with my wife and my other daughter. So, occasionally here on the stream, we will run into a situation where you know, we might have to step away from the camera for a quick second, or you might have to be introduced to my awesome kid. Yeah, no, looking forward to beating this here tonight, and it's going to be a good time. Long story short, let's get back to some Horizon Zero Dawn. Harbo11, thank you so much, man. Let me know if I sound more in tune with the game audio here. If not, I can turn something up here. Just let me know. See if this works a little bit better. Thanks, man. Oh, that's a sawtooth. Let's craft up this Shadow Roadcaster. Dude, this Roadcaster is like one of my favorite weapons in games, period. Get down on the ground. And you just sit there and you let him do his thing. Okay, so that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a fireback bellow. So what does fire necessitate? How about the weapon that we upgraded from last night in the DLC here? Oh, let's hop back to the main screen. The improved ice rail. Let's shred this enemy and see how it goes. Oh, this is going to be so satisfying. 2 out of 50. Let's craft up there. That's not the weapon I want to use there, Aloy. Here we go. Look at that health bar just drop. Now we're going to put some precision arrows in. We're going to notch 3 of them. And miss horribly. Horribly. My goodness, that was embarrassing. Just drop them. And you know what? I don't feel like dealing with any long legs either. So we're going to tie the long legs down. And we're gonna re-tie down the sawtooth. How's that sound? After I get mauled at point blank range. Long legs, you want some? You want some? Is that what you're? Is that? I think that's what you're saying. It's dumb. Long legs, you dumb. All right, let's make this look good, guys. Slow motion, triple notch, and jump right over it. I didn't say it was gonna look good for me. I never claimed it would look good for me. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. All right. All kidding aside, it's time to take care of business here. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, we still got that Oseram cannon, don't we? All right. Always looking for opportunities. Love this weapon so much. All right, let's take out this Deathwalker. That took a lot longer than it needed to, ladies and gentlemen. But such things, they will happen. Bullet drop! Glintox. I can take them out easily. Let's get this Deathwalker down first. See if we can. Now the Glinthawk is
probably one of the easiest enemies in the game. You just hit them with the fire arrow, they drop to the ground, and you just crit them. That's it. Down to the ground. He died before I could crit him, but you get the deal. Yes, sounds better. Love the shirt, by the way. Oh, thank you, man. Sports Center, yep. I've had this shirt for years, brother. Boom. Boom! There's that crit. Right in the jugular. Right in the gullet. Which I'm going to eat for my Christmas dinner. Here's the heart. Christmas Vacation reference, ladies and gentlemen, in September. Y'all are upset at people who are like, oh, why are there Halloween decorations up already? Meanwhile, I'm like, I wonder what Christmas lights I'm about to put up. Oh, Oscar and Candy, the happiest man. You don't even know. Take out the corruptor. I hate those corruptors. I was having trouble with them when I was level 40 and they were level 18 because I didn't realize that you had to take out a specific component to overheat it, and that did massive damage to it. So I was getting played like a noob. So long legs down. Wow, we got another Deathbringer, ladies and gentlemen. And it is accurate. Oh, I'm more concerned honestly about the Stormbird. Please hit the Stormbird. I was talking about this last night, but I just love the fact that there were some enemies in this game that are huge and they're still difficult to hit, regardless. Alright, we need terror point arrows here. Get out of there. Get out of there, Aloy. Let's get some of those components removed, baby. Ostrom cannon. Get back to the Ostrom cannon. All right. Perfect shot. Oh, he moved. I was just saying. It shouldn't be this difficult. Really thought we got one right there. Component. Not the case. All right, let's get over here. Oh, thought I could get there in time. Apparently, did not. Pick it up. Oh, this is bad. We're gonna switch. Oh, he's straight above me. I can't really do anything. Come on. Alright guys, I think we're just gonna have to go old school. We're just gonna have to go old school right here. We're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Freeze him up. Now hit him with those precision arrows. Let's notch 3 of them. 1,056, another 3. There we go. Sometimes you just got to take care of things the old-fashioned way. I love the hanging on of the environment right there as it falls to the ground. And then I'm looting it. Yeah, just casually. Yeah, all that loot. So you definitely get, you definitely feel rewarded every time you take down a significant enemy in this game, no question. And the accumulation of taking down smaller enemies and getting those rewards over time also similarly make you feel great no matter what you're doing. You're always getting rewarded for it. And tangible, realistically kind of, like it doesn't feel cheap or artificial, it feels real. And that's really important for the player experience. Ridge has been defended, ladies and gentlemen.
Borvad says, let's all summon our inner Rob Schneiders and say, you can do it! You can do it! Cut his head off! It's actually funny you mentioned Rob Schneider. My wife and I have been watching Real Rob on Netflix, which is ridiculous, but it is hilarious. Like the comedic timing in it is great. It's not the best show you'll ever see, but we're enjoying it as Rob Schneider fans for sure. You can do it! Meanwhile, Aloy's like, yeah, Tab, I'm good. I'm good. Like, my liver's fine where it is, and no, you can't borrow and wear my face for an hour and a half.
No.
Such a creeper, man, Tab.
But alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going.
All right, Aloy, let's go take down Hades.
Fire, dragging that thing with them.
Yeah, that Hellas dude was a total bitch. He was not difficult at all. To be fair, I was over leveled from the wilds. Look at the guys. I'm telling you right now. I know I've been saying this for a number of months here. I'm gonna hop into ranting and raving here for just 1 second. Sorry, you guys know me. We will beat Horizon, but I'm gonna still talk. I am going to get an electrician in here to do the hardwire of this gig internet connection, so you can see if you have a 4K monitor at home, somewhat what like I'm seeing here. I'm looking at this on the screen. It looks good, but I cannot express or articulate properly, excuse me, how well this or how great this looks on PS5. I mean, I felt this way before the patch, but even after the patch, it seems like it's gone up a step. It's a shame there's all these technical issues with just doing basic things like unlocking frame rate. But the fact, that this is, but when it's working, the fact that it works well is very positive. I'm enjoying thoroughly the end of this. All right, let's beat Horizon Zero Dawn and figure out what we're going to do next. Thanks for hanging out here, guys. Good to see you. This reminds me of like the original God of War in the beginning of the game and the end of the game when you're like heading back to the town, and that's like the exact scene you're seeing with like all the flaming arrows, and Kratos is just trying to get to Ares, who's stomping around killing people on such a large scale. Maybe I'll play through again God of War 3 remastered. I'll play it on PS5 before Ragnarok comes out in February, especially for those of you who have never played it. Light track. Yeah, I'm in more than okay shape. I just want supplies if I can get them. Or if there's like an artifact, or maybe they put something here that you'll get a trophy for finding or picking up. That's something else I really like about the Halo franchise is I love finding those skulls because they're hard to find, and when you find them, they're so satisfying. You feel accomplished.
Aloy, go! We'll draw them. Now you face their true son, Shadow Demons.
Follow the trail of destruction. Miss. Man, here I am setting up all these cinematic shots, and I'm just like, like Charlie Sheen in Hot Shots Part 2, missing the dude and having to use the chicken to get the job done. That's in one of my early videos about Ghost of Tsushima. Love me some Hot Shots. Early 90s, man. Oh, where did time go? Seriously. Guys, I might even just keep this short tonight. I might just beat Horizon, then go off and play some other stuff tonight. We'll see. We'll see how things go. But this is happening here tonight on stream. You know what? An hour and a half is better than nothing, right? As an additional stream. I just can't. Dad!
By ice and snow.
Love it. I swear this. The spear, the use of the spear in this game is just so special. Man, how different this feels. It does feel apocalyptic. It looks incredible. The color palettes, man, that are in play here, especially in 4K and HDR, is just stunning. Absolutely stunning. Whoops.
It's begun. Hades is transmitting.
Hades is transmitting from the spire. Not great. The spire, also known as a fossilized poo. Oh, damn. Yeah, of course, this kid playing soccer. You know what, kid? Whatever happens to you is deserved because you're playing soccer instead of American football. Represent. I'm a sick human being. Spoiler alert, this is a pedo defense system and they're just there to kill Teb. Teb is the ultimate antagonist of the game. Biomass conversion initiated. Not if I have anything to do with it.
It must have gotten through the defenses. Nora. Aaron's vanguard. I have to get up there.
Thankfully, due to Horizon Forbidden West's trailer, I know that Aaron is A-okay. I really did kick around the idea of not watching that trailer, but I couldn't help it. I had to stay in touch with what was going on and to be able to report out to it to you guys. Look at this. Oh my goodness, this game is just, that control of the camera, man, is just awesome. Oh,
gotta keep going.
uh-oh. Ooh.
Keep
Oh, I did
pushing.
fall. I was like, I almost fell. No,
Easy.
I did fall.
So no holding back.
Oh my gosh, I'm all the way back here. All right, fair enough. Sorry, dude, you die this time. I don't got time. I'm sorry. You're a Centurion. You're good. Walk it off. You lose half your body. Quit milking it. All right, we're back in business.
It must have gotten through the defenses. Nora. Aaron's vanguard. I have to get up there.
All right, here we go. There we go. At least they put there like a little fail-safe at the bottom where you could climb back up the pole when you ultimately fail due to drinks.
Gotta keep going.
Okay. There we
Keep pushing. Knew this wouldn't be
go.
easy.
Okie dokie. Am I okay? There we go. Okay. Platforming, man. Good. Solid. Nice. Oh man, that feels good. All right. I really enjoyed that segment. That was much better than just hopping over, you know, Mario style. That was a nice touch. I love that. I actually really enjoyed that. And I don't feel like sprinting. I like taking. I mean, if you just sprint, you might not see this sick looking island in the background shrouded in fog while the wind kind of just blows Aloy's hair, you know, in the plants, and you get this unique animation. I mean, the amount of time and effort and the thought that went into every little aspect of this and how things can happen naturally and organically as you just simply make your way from one objective marker to the next. I can't help but greatly appreciate that. That's something straight out of Ghost of Tsushima, ladies and gentlemen. You might not have the same level of exposure, right, with those really bright, harsh lights, which make for great art scenes, especially when you add different colors and palettes and that kind of stuff, like Ghost of Tsushima does. But my goodness, for this game to be out in 2017 and be doing this to this level, it is just absolutely incredible. And it's easy to miss if you're just a player who just sprints from point A to point B. And that's okay if that's the way you prefer to play games. Not trying to put down the way that you play games. If that's the type of gamer you are, that's totally fine. But I really just love the time and effort that goes into these things that the devs have to know a lot of players, you know, will never take the time to appreciate or see, and they do it anyway. This game's a work of art and a passion project from Guerrilla. Oh man, you're really starting to get to me. That's a good Gilla. I meant gorilla. Kind of want to see if there's anything up here, but I also don't want to fall to my death. No, I don't think there's anything there. Let's go over here.
They're alive.
Aloy! It's Aloy!
My boy Aaron, baby.
Well, you can see that.
Wearing the leather helm of lesser mana. Straight up, what Aaron is wearing in that feels like it's straight out of Champions of Norath, EverQuest Champions of Norath, or like any standard like board-based, you know, tabletop kind of game. You've got a leather helm of lesser mana. Right? Looking at Aaron, man. Tell me I'm wrong. I don't think I am. But if you disagree with me or you have something else that you want to say, hit those comments down below. And again, thanks guys for hanging out right here on BauerKillz Arsenal stream. This is a great time. I'm having a good time here tonight.
The ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
So I'm wondering if this Hades fight is going to be super gimmicky, kind of like the Bed of Chaos and Dark Souls. It just seems like I had the straight up brute force fight with Hellas, and that was a joke because that was just overpowered and all the upgraded DLC weapons and stuff. And his attack patterns were like that of a 5-year-old child. He's got great lore behind him, so he's a bit real disappointing fighting. I think I would have been fine with him even under leveled with how predictable he was and how his AI was. But we'll see what happens here. And there's that. I mean, Aaron looks straight up like a Breton. Guys, when Elder Scrolls comes out exclusively on Xbox, I'm going to play that so hard right here on this channel. I can't wait. Aaron looks like he's coming straight out of Elder Scrolls 6.
Right? Right.
The metal devil must fall.
I should stock up. Last chance.
All right. Supply crate. Hit 2 of them. They're dead, dude. Hey. Could you quit milking it? Kindly quit milking it. Wait, stand up and walk it off, buddy. You're good. And you just have a broken spine and spinal stenosis. You're good. Man, this feels like Lord of the Rings in a way. Feels like God of War. Feels like Uncharted. Feels like Ghost of Tsushima. I mean, it just... This reminds me of a location in Genshin Impact. It's one of my favorite locations in gaming, and it's just like a bunch of really tall like spires and like fog separating like the top layers from the ground. And but that's a very kind of like cartoony animated type of deal. This is kind of got more of that realistic spin on it, and it feels more Like, it feels like that's what this would be. Look at the shadow going across the wall there dynamically. I don't know if you guys caught that, but you can kind of see it moving as the... Oh, that's so cool. I just love the little things, guys. I just love the little things. That's what she said. All right. I already did that. One. There we go. Ooh. Almost fell right to my base. Ooh. Should I go down here? I feel like I should. Let's see. Ooh. Rough fall, but you know what? I got that Enclave Predator armor, which I will not call it anything else. That looks straight up out of Predator, by the way. Absolutely beautiful. Look at these landscapes. Ellie's just making her way down. She knows what's up. Oh no, don't. It's up there. Are you kidding? All right. No. Here I thought I had to get down from the top and get into some secret area. Just the dude, man. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. On my way through the end of the game, was able to get past those frustrating technical difficulties from last night. And unfortunately, I had to skip some content in order to do it, which kind of sucks. But I'm glad you're here, man. I hope your date went well, man. Keep me in the loop on how everything's going. And as always, man, thank you and welcome to the stream. This has been a drinking stream here. I'm not gonna be on here long, man. I'm just gonna beat some Horizon. I thought a little bit earlier that I might play some Skyward Sword on stream, or maybe Hades on Series X, or even some Halo 4. But I think after I beat Horizon, we're gonna go hang out with the kids for a little bit and then come back and play some games at the end of the night. But thank you for being here, man. It's great to see you, and welcome to the stream, brother. Have a great weekend. All right, so I got to get all. Oh my gosh, I got to get all the way back up there. I got to get all the way back up there. How far ago is my last save? 7:20. Okay, 4 minutes ago. That's not terrible. I can redo that. Man, that's so frustrating. I really thought I just had to get down. It looked like, I mean, tell me I'm wrong, guys. It looked like there were steps down. That's what it looked like to me. That just put me right where I was supposed to be. Yes, I did. Good choice to reload my save. So Hades has physical form. That's kind of unexpected. Just a dude says the date was a complete disaster. She started talking about her ex in the first 10 minutes. Oh, dude. Dude, I'm cringing retroactively, man. And wouldn't talk about anything else for 3 hours. I'm so sorry, man, but hey, the good news is that you can at least cross one off the list, right? One of those fish that ain't fit for consumption. Just take them off the list, man. So you got to look at the silver linings, man. And also, you got to look for the comedy in that. Last night on the stream, man, when I bricked out of this and was not able to beat it because the PlayStation 5 could not handle a PS4 game at 60 frames per second with a patch on it. I tried to see the humor myself, and I put in a very inappropriate joke as part of my report to Sony about how I felt. But yeah, man, just hopefully things go well moving forward, and you either continue to cross people off the list, or you find that special someone, preferably the latter. Thanks for hanging out, man. It's good to see you. It's good to hang out with you guys, man. It's good to be back. I'm just thrilled to be back, ready to make content and be back to weekly uploads and streams. It's gonna be good stuff. Dude, that sounds, by the way, like something out of a sitcom, man, or something out of a comedy film. You know, it's just, and we've all been there too, you know. Deathwalker. I mean, Metal Gear. Colonel, it's a Russian gunship doing here. Mine detector.
I love how Aaron has a slingshot. Oh, no. Okay. I'm like, I honestly thought he pulled out a slingshot. Right there. Kind of a problem. Let's hit it with tear. Let's hit it with tear. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Guess what? I can duck. All right, let's see what we got to do here. Oh, so we can switch up to that DLC weapon we use because we got that. What I love about these DLC weapons, and man, straight up, ladies and gentlemen, Guerrilla has done an incredible job with the expansion and significantly pushing forward these mechanics and the way the game operates. These weapons from the DLC, I love the fact that they're just not new weapons that you can improve, which is already awesome enough, but the fact they have multiple modes of fire. So we know that Deathwalkers are weak to, fire. And we got a Fire Forge that we upgraded last night. So last night's stream, even though we weren't able to beat the game, was a great time hanging out and spending time together, talk about a wide variety of things, and upgrade weapons that will ultimately serve us well here in the end game. Good stuff, man. Having a lot of fun. Good to see everybody here tonight. I know I keep stopping and saying that, but it's just awesome. Yeah, really dodged a bullet with that one, but at least I get to hang out with Aloy now. Cheers, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I've been telling people, man, I ain't going anywhere. I'll be here, hopefully, God willing. I always say God willing. For decades, just hanging out, playing games. So, man, whether you're here all the time or you go for a while and come back or check back in every once in a while, we'll be hanging out right here at BauerKillz. Thank you guys so much again for spending your time with me. What if I'm just...
Execute.
Forgot to change out to that improved forge fire. There we go.
That metal monstrosity is going
fire burst. Look at that damage. Look at it's all on fire already. I love it. I just got to get used to kind of the arc there. There we go. And again, you got full control of that camera to make things as cinematic as you want. You want to be Michael Bay, you got it. You want to be, well, you can't be evil. Why would you want to be? Man, not just that Last of Us crafting style never gets old either. I really like the way that they implemented that here. Say that's going pretty well, wouldn't you? Just the way they plan, man, Guerrilla with these weapons is just awesome. Stay close, let it stop firing, and hit it. You mofo, you sawtooth. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. Got all of their components right there, man. Let's get them on miss with all three. Man, missing with 3 tear blasts is the worst thing in the world. It ain't good. All right. Oh, I thought he was dead. He's not dead yet. Holy crap, this is getting intense. I just rolled off a cliff to my death. That was atrocious. Oh, we got a little glitch in the background there. It was that bad that the game was like, you need to die. Savage Dragoon, what is up, man? Says, game looks so beautiful. Never played this before, but I sure do need to get it. You absolutely do. And hopefully you will play it a lot better than I did. But to be fair, I got some stuff going on over here that may have my gameplay just a little bit compromised, just a little bit smidgen. But I think we're good to go here, man. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here again. Thanks for joining.
Out of the way! Never seen so many machines.
Don't let them outrun us!
Oh, I can't craft up more stuff. That's why I was so surprised. I'm like, why can't I craft anything? Oh, because you don't have enough for any of that. Can we even rope cast here? I highly doubt it. No, we can remove components that way, which is very helpful, actually. Oh, wait, no, that's tear blast. I'm using tear blast. What's wrong with me? I know what's wrong with me. So this sawtooth screwed my day last time. We're just going to put him down and let him lay there for a hot second. And then we're just going to light him on fire. How's that sound, ladies and gentlemen? We'll just light him on fire. Let him do his thing. Pull out our rope caster again and make sure that he doesn't get back up this time. Let's take a seat. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to hit this barrel with a hard point arrow. Or with the fire arrow, rather.
We got them!
There it goes. Notch up 3 of these. 246, that's not terrible. So you want to hit these with fire. That's why I was using that fire burst earlier, obviously, and then get that core and it pops out. Get out. Oh, stuck on the environment. Come on. There we go. Sawtooth drop this. Yeah, I could use that. Oh my gosh, heavy weapons in this game, by the way, is so fun. Use that long dive versus the little one. Whoa, what do we got over here? Corrupt dogs are going crazy. Here I am thinking, oh, it's another weapon. It's not yellow, so it's not another weapon. All right. There we go. Just gotta take my time and start pickpocketing these components. Just gotta take my time. I mean, that's what I love about this game. Is you take your time, you learn how to fight the enemies, and you just pick them apart. You take the components down just like this. I've just been running around with my buzz, not really paying attention to what I'm doing. Alright, so that one craft here. We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Let's get 3 arrows notched. Zoom in. Boom. 469. 235. Fire back bellow. Let's get that gullet out. Let's get that gullet down for that big explosion. Boom. Oh my gosh, there's bunkers out now too. We just gotta focus down. We gotta burn down this we gotta burn down this Deathwalker, ladies and gentlemen, not let these ads take our attention away. I can cripple these ads with our tear blast. Move some components that way, but there's also this fire burst. Got 2 shots of that left. Let's hit him with those last 2 shots here. See if we can expose that core. We dropped it. We dropped it. There's the core. All right, baby. All right, baby. All right. Here we go. precision arrows. Boom. And boom goes the dynamite, baby. All right. Fire arrows. Also, tear blast will be good. I always struggle with corruptors. They're straight up Metal Gear. Metal Gear. I mean, blatantly. It's as blatant as it gets. Light him on fire. Forge fire. Die! Flame-throwing freaking iron enemies. I love it. It's so counterintuitive, but it feels so good. Because most of the time, guys, if you're playing a game where there's mechs or there's some type of machine, you're not going to use fire, right, on metal, because in general, that's not going to do much. Although, if you have high enough temperature and you start to melt metal that's supporting a structure, it's going to fall down. So I love that logic is kind of applied here, and man, is it fun to use that improved Forge Fire that we upgraded here last night. This is good stuff. Let's take a quick look here at the chat. We got live chat going on. We're going to take 1 minute here just to say what's up to everybody who's hopped in. This has been an awesome night, a fantastic evening. I appreciate you guys joining. Let's head up into live chat here for 1 quick second. Keep the timer in mind, says Just a Dude. I've lost this fight several times because I took too long. Did not even know there was a timer, so good looking out. Huge question for you, Bauer. Why don't you like Red Dead Redemption 2? Oh, boy. So you probably haven't subscribed to my channel before I went on that rant multiple times in this live stream. There are previous live streams while I was playing this game, actually, Savage Dragoon, where I've gone on like 40-minute rants about why I'm against Red Dead Redemption 2. So we'll pump the brakes on that one for now. But there's a wide variety of reasons for it, and I will make sure to sit you down and talk to you about it when the time makes sense. What is going on, Carissa Min? It's been a while since I've seen you. Welcome to the channel and the stream, rather. Great to see you. Thank you for joining for the end of Horizon Zero Dawn. And once this is over, I can finally make that video to wrap up the Does Horizon Suck series on my YouTube channel. Very much looking forward to doing that. So keep you guys keep your eyes peeled within the next couple of weeks to a month for that video. I'm going to have to go back and see what you thought of Ted Faro. Well, we'll just say this, Carissa. I joined a subreddit called Fuck Ted Faro. So we'll just leave it at that, right? I love how I make my monetization milestones, and YouTube instantly approves my channel because there's no swearing. And then you ask me what I think about Ted Faro, and that's right out the window. Welcome back, Carissa Min. In all seriousness, great to see you. Happy to have you here. Let's finish up and beat some Horizon Zero Dawn, ladies and gentlemen. Destroy Hades with the Master Overdrive. I don't mind if I do. Oh, it's going to be so satisfying. And by the way, note how the clouds move. You'll still occasionally see games where the clouds don't move. That's one of my, by far, like top 5, maybe even top 3 pet peeves in any games. Like, they were making clouds move in regular Nintendo. Always take the time to animate or make your clouds move in games, devs. Because I always look for that, right? When I'm playing a game, and if they don't move, I'm like, it drives me nuts. What are your pet peeves in video games that may not be the most important things in the world and could be considered just a little bit trivial, but that drive you nuts regardless? Hit those comments down below. Let me know what you think.
System threat imminent.
I'm more than a threat, she says. You're right. I love it. Purge Hades. Absolutely. Oh, man, that color scheme's beautiful. That looks so brilliant and gorgeous on my TV. Wow. Just a dude. Subreddit fuck Ted Farrow represent.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated.
Oh, snap. Oh, that's so... I love how they kind of hammer home the implications of this lore and story-wise through color right there, with the red being purged by the blue. Again, those signature flares that you can tie directly back to the Killzone franchise. Guerrilla at its best, still putting those finishing touches and those signature marks on this title. I still can't get over how well they've moved from a first-person shooter to an open-world game this well. It's just... I can't wait to see what they do with Forbidden West. I can't wait. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. You're good, Avad. Your giant turd in the distance is good. Your fossilized poo. Just a Dude says, I'm playing Kenna Bridge of Spirits, which I have always thought was going to be solid. I haven't really seen anything on it yet. I know it came out, but I've stayed kind of away from reviews of it for now. I'm going to play it myself. He said, my only complaint is that every single thing you get is a reward for a side quest is a cosmetic. I hate that. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. Dude, Cabaret Club and Yakuza 0 is one of my favorite things in the world. And like dressing up my cabaret girls and stuff for like the best possible dates and to do the most business. And, you know, I love cosmetics in games. My wife used to make fun of me playing Witcher 3 because that, like, every time she'd come in, I'd be like Geralt of Rivia in a barber chair, like changing out my look and like mixing and matching, you know, my armor and stuff. So I'm good with cosmetics, but when it's kind of like the say all end all be all, that's a little bit different. I can understand how that might be frustrating for you, brother. Yo, look at Avad embracing with a shadow Karja, right? As we got purple going on here in the background at the same time. I dig it. What's going on, Aaron? You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy. Data integrity restored Gaia log. I'll have to read that.
Sorry about that. Where was I?
What? Elizabeth Sobek. Okay.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's
Beautiful, man.
electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto.
Oh, what a man! This game is so beautiful.
And so did a tall.
Guys, you can see under my coat here. I got chills, man, just looking at the scenery.
Query.
Car right there.
How old?
6.
6. I have a daughter who's about to turn 6.
She called the fire department.
I'm sure many of you out there have appreciated
the
the
lawn and showed me the dead baby birds because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing.
Yo, is that her, man?
You have to use your smarts to count for something.
Yo, is that her? Come on. Yo, if this is her, all the feels, dude.
Stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time.
Oh, she's childless. Well, she's not childless because of. I get the metaphors there. This is great, dude.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious and willful.
Mission
unstoppable,
accomplished.
even,
Yo, it is her.
but with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cry, but like it definitely makes me feel. That's a powerful, very cool moment that totally, completely pays off. I'm gonna ruin the moment by. Oh wait, I can't pause. I was gonna say I'm gonna pause the game and go into ranting and raving, but we'll wait for a second here because it looks like we're in the end of the last cutscene of the game.
Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Dude, I've got goosebumps from my like waist and my torso all the way up like the back of my neck, through my arms, all that good stuff. Oh, you're standing in a triangle of flowers too. Nice touch. Is that credits? No. It is. Oh man. I don't do this often, man, but I'm gonna do it. This game deserves it. We're gonna go with a standing ovation right here. Yeah. Man, what an awesome end to the game. It's a bit easy for obvious reasons, and here I can skip right through there. Let's switch it up here. Ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible end to an amazing game that's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer for me. Stay tuned for my video in the next few weeks to maybe a month, because I got to really put some serious thoughts around this. I can't just sit down in front of the camera and go off like I normally do, although there will be some of that, but there are definitely some things like I've got to take this 80-hour journey that we've all spent here together on this channel that's documented in that playlist, along with those other traditional YouTube videos, capturing my before thoughts before playing the game, my intermediate halfway through thoughts, and thanking the subreddit community for Horizon, which a number of you who are here tonight directly come from. So thank you so much for responding as positively as you did to that video. If you guys haven't seen that yet, go check it out in that playlist. It's good stuff. But I'm excited to now like just kind of corral and eat some serious crow in that video, because listen, like people, and I think part of, if I can get on my soapbox for just a hot minute here, people hate being wrong, and I think that a lot of what has stoked the division that's in this country and this world right now is like people don't want to be wrong, right? But I think there's a lot of value in being wrong, regardless of what you're talking about or what you're doing. The ability to acknowledge when you're wrong about something. I couldn't be more wrong about this game, and I'm glad I was this wrong about this title. And I'm looking forward to kind of capturing that and owning up to that and leaning into that with this video that's going to be coming out. But what an incredible journey, and I've loved spending the time with you guys here on the stream. I will be now offline since the credits have rolled. We've played the DLC. We've gone through all that together. I will still be playing, and I may be streaming as well some more Horizon as we lead into Forbidden West. I will be knocking off some of the side content, doing some trophy hunting. Not going for a platinum, but gonna knock off some of those trophies and just spend another probably healthy 10 to 12 hours with this before I shelf it, waiting for Horizon Forbidden West. But what an absolute blast this has been, guys, just to sit down together and go through this game. I've really enjoyed it. I think I'll choose a shorter game next time. I'm thinking about my next series being Max Payne on PlayStation 2, which holds up as well as it ever has to this day. It's going to be part of what I'm going to be calling my Legacy series, which are games that are worth your time and attention in the present day, despite being older titles. And Max Payne is at the top of that list, and I'm starting to feel that itch a little bit. Every 2 years or so, I just get that itch where I'm like, I have to play it. And I also have to commit that to my buddy Sabina, me here on YouTube. Sabina, we're going to be playing some Max Payne, and it's going to be for you, pal. Looking forward to it, guys. But what a stream this has been here tonight. It's we're sitting in an hour and 45 minutes. I'm not looking to do a 4 or 5 hour stream here tonight, but I wanted to hop back on the Arsenal stream, coming back from being sick and all that good stuff, making my triumphant return last night, running into some technical difficulties, but an awesome time last night and a good solid almost 2 hours here
with you guys this evening. So let's roll through, get to the main menu. I'll hop out into live chat here for a couple of minutes and talk with you, and then we'll shut down the stream and we'll end up, we'll get all of our nights back for this Saturday. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys hanging out and spending time right here with me on the channel and in this live stream. Let's take a look here and see if there's anything at the end. There's probably a post-credit scene, I would suspect, but who knows? Let's see. By the way, I love that they talk about, quote unquote, the Forbidden West throughout this game in different logs and audio and those different types of stuff. You've got NPCs that are talking about it. So it's going to be just like this expansion was naturally an extension of this game world in a very believable, integrated way. It's going to be like that as we move into the sequel, and it's going to be a more elevated experience as well, if early looks are any indication. Yep, here we go. Put a spike in Hades' eyeball. It felt so good. Spoiler alert, Hades had irritable bowel syndrome. Oh, Silence, of course. Of course, it just happens to float over Silence Dome. Or into his lantern. That was not expected. Of all the things that I could have guessed would be the end credit. Old friend?
We've still so much to discuss.
Yo.
So much you never revealed. Your masters.
What?
The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge.
Yo, Lance Reddick, dude.
Has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.
That looks photorealistic, man. That looked photorealistic right there on the ridge as it pulled away. He's going to awaken one of those, man, which you can traverse in this game. That'd be so cool if he's the antagonist of the next title. Great character, too. Unceasingly, unflinching him. So there we picked up the gold trophy for ended the War Machine thread, at least for now, right, ladies and gentlemen? At least for now. So let's see where this puts us. Probably back in Mother's Heart, I'd suspect. Put us back in Mother's Heart and maybe put a message out there. Yeah, there we go. Congrats on defeating Hades and protecting Gaia's dream of an Earth reborn. I'm happy about that. The state of the world has been restored to just before the looming shadow. Okay, so that's the path they're taking. You still can do looming shadow. So you got your post game and your mop up and all that stuff before you do the final mission. And I just kind of miss the days back of like Super Nintendo where you wouldn't have like trophies, but you'd have like a little star on your memory card next to your save file where, it would say, oh, you completed the game. You might be before the last mission, but you got the little star to show that you have that stuff and certain items that you can only acquire by beating certain bosses or doing certain side quests, and you have to see them in your inventory. It's kind of like old school proof of trial, right? Proof of taking your bum through the gauntlet. But I like this little message here. That's a nice touch. Additionally, New Game Plus has been unlocked, granting the option to play the game again from the beginning with all the loot and skills you have accumulated throughout this playthrough. Yeah, if I ever did that, maybe to actually do the Hunter trials to learn a little bit more about the world. But I think what I'm going to do is just kind of go back through and do as much as I can. I assume there's a trophy tied to beating the game on the hardest difficulty, and I don't have the patience for that as much as I love this game. As long as it is, even though if I just, with New Game Plus, just went from mission to mission to mission to mission, it wouldn't be nearly as long. I just don't, yeah. I mean, it's probably not something I'll do, but we'll take a gander and I'll knock out whatever trophies I can before February rolls around, which sounds like it's a while away. It's like, oh, it's 5 months away. Well, 5 months away from yesterday was the end, was like the end of April going into May. I mean, it's ridiculous how fast time goes. So it might as well be here. A New Game Plus loadout of your current inventory and skills has been created, so I like that. They automatically make you a New Game Plus slot, and then you have your other slot where you can play on your current save. To play in this mode, simply choose the New Game Plus option in the main menu. You can also create new loadouts. Thank you for playing the Horizon team. So now I just got free reign of this world, man, to do as I see fit. Love it. And I'm sure there'll be new dialogue all throughout the world that, you know, as you kind of travel around, you'll pick up on new dialogue from NPCs and maybe new quests that you can only do between like the last quest and the end of this quest and all that kind of stuff. So there's still plenty to see and do. It's exciting stuff. Let's get to a campfire here and we'll hit a hard save. And then here we go. All right, well, apparently that's the one campfire in the game that won't let you save. It's going to buff out. Let's see. Right here. There we go. There we go. No, I do not want to greet any artisans. I want to manually save. Let me save. So let's see where we beat this game. We beat this game at 78 hours, 45 minutes, and 37 seconds just to make it through the main story and the DLC. Mop-up will probably take another 10 to 15. Just under a 100-hour game. Great length. A game that never outstayed its welcome, which is amazing considering how much of an open world title this truly is. For it to never become like truly repetitive or outstay its welcome or feel stale in any way, shape, or form that is meaningful. It's unbelievably impressive. Unbelievably impressive. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have made our way through and beaten Horizon Zero Dawn together. 80 hours over the last, I don't know how many months. I think I did my first video in the series back in February, and I played it regularly for months and then took a break to show off kind of my Xbox Series X, which is my main console right now that I absolutely love and adore, but I'll always be around to play these great exclusives for PlayStation and even sit down through some of the technical difficulties like we saw here tonight. So just under 2 hours tonight with the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. It was just such a pleasure spending time together again tonight. 4 hours last night and another 2 hours tonight, 6 hours over the course of these 2 days. That's one way to get back to doing what we love to do, playing games, live streaming, talking about games, life, and everything in between. And looking forward to next week getting out a video and getting back to weekly uploads there for the traditional content I release here on YouTube as well. Very much looking forward to this. Let's hop into live chat here for 1 minute before we shut down the stream so we can talk. And let's see. Just a Dude says, don't watch this part. Don't look at chat. You'll miss it. I'm glad I didn't. Yeah, I was definitely tuned in, man. Definitely tuned into what was going on. Didn't want to miss anything there. One of the few game moments that made me cry the first time. Yeah. It didn't make me cry, but I welled up, like internally. Like that was completely and totally earned, right? Yeah, nothing. I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm beating a dead horse when I talk down in The Last of Us 2. There's so much in The Last of Us 2 that narratively did not feel earned. And it wasn't just a certain character and the way that he was handled, or she, for those who haven't watched. There's a certain character that meets a grisly end. And it's not the fact that that particular character went down. It's the fact that particular went down in a way that was so completely and totally narratively unearned. Everything in this felt earned. And like that was an emotional payoff at the end, big time. For everything that led up to it, and I thought, when I first started realizing how great objectively this game was, I was like, I'm sure the story will never hit home with me, but that doesn't matter. The game is so good, it doesn't. I don't care. The combat's so good, the gameplay is so fun. It could be the worst story ever, and I'll still play it. But so shockingly and surprisingly, it managed to win me over with the lore and the world building and the themes that it covers and tackles, and the emotional payoff there at the end is very real and legit. Absolutely fantastic. A couple of you out there saying that it's, the game that made you cry. I totally get it. Totally understand that. Absolutely phenomenal all the way around and across the board. There's an after credits scene. Yeah, I thought there might be one. So that one was really cool to see. Silence, man, great character. Can't wait to see what they do with him in a couple of months here in Forbidden West.
Carissa says, yay. It feels good. Yeah, no, it feels good. 80 hours later, ended up making it through, guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and spending time together as we play through this. And it's going to be fun to go back and grab highlights for that video as well from all the different perspectives and kind of watch myself go through in real time, being a doubter to an absolute lover of this franchise and this title. I love the concept, says Carissa. It's great to admit when you're wrong. I'll try to tune in more for other games. Thank you, Carissa. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I've been playing a ton of Xbox stuff. Been making my way through the Halo series from start to end to try to get ready for Infinite. So I've made it through Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, which was released as its own game, but was essentially a big expansion pack where Bungie took significant risk and just totally different in theme and setting and all that good stuff. Then Halo Reach, which was Bungie's last Halo title before moving on to start developing what would be the train wreck known as Destiny. Sorry for any Destiny fans that may be out there. But was by far and away like my favorite Halo, and one of my favorite first-person shooters ever, to be honest with you. And now making my way through Halo 4. I've been playing Hades. I did a stealth stream of Octopath Traveler on Nintendo Switch. I'm playing through Skyward Sword and all types of different things. And so there'll be plenty to look at. Metroid Dread, ladies and gentlemen, will be here in less than 2 weeks. I'm losing my mind. Expect a video and me just geeking out on stream sometime in the near future on that as well. So plenty of other things to check out. I appreciate you coming, Carissa. Even if you just come for the Horizon stuff, that's fine too. I'll tell you, as soon as Horizon Forbidden West drops, I will be playing and talking extensively about it and openly swooning at that time. And thanks for coming back. It's good to see you. Savage Dragoon says Red Dead 1 in the beginning of The Last of Us has been the only game to make me tear up. Dude, Red Dead 1 was such a stellar masterpiece. I mean, that is a game that deserved every positive accolade that it ever got. And I'll tell you, like, I was so excited for that game despite being against Grand Theft Auto. Like, I've never really been a huge Grand Theft Auto fan since the top-down days of Grand Theft Auto. Some were exceptions. Did not like Vice City. Thought Grand Theft Auto 3 was overrated. Loved San Andreas. Grand Theft Auto 4 I thought was one of the most overrated games ever, and 5 is really good, but it ain't what people think it is, at least in my opinion, and that's a whole conversation for another time. But despite all of that, Red Dead Redemption, the original Red Dead Redemption, and obviously Grand Theft Auto 5 wasn't out at that time, but despite not being a fan in general of that series, or of Rockstar at the time, dude, I was like having dreams about it. I was so excited for it to release. And then when it finally released, I think it was June, maybe July, but I think it was June. It was definitely 2010, June or July of 2010. I'm going to say June. It somehow managed to exceed those expectations for me. Just so incredible. And part of why I don't like Red Dead Redemption 2 is because of how much I think it's a failure to honor the legacy of the original and meaningfully improve on it or bring the same type of, like an evolution to the series that it truly deserved. I mean, the same issues that plague Red Dead Redemption 2 are the same issues you can see plaguing Vice City back in, 2004, if not before. I just really, really, really have a lot I could say about Red Dead Redemption 2, but the original I absolutely adore and always will love. And yeah, totally understand why you teared up at the end of that one, for sure. But that's a conversation for another time, my friend. Good comment there. Harbo says it's an easy plat, go for it. Okay, I'll take a look, man. If it's a plat where you just have to go out and knock off a bunch of stuff, I'll definitely go and do it. No question. If I have to play back through the game again on the hardest difficulty, I don't have the time or the desire to do that. But if I can get the plat by just staying on my current save and roaming the world and doing side quests and all that kind of stuff, then I definitely will. So good looking out, man. I'll take a look into that. I couldn't do all the hunting trials, says Carissa. I didn't do a single one because I didn't like the way the guy talked to me or looked at me. He looked at me cockeyed, and I was like, screw you, dude. I'll be back later. And then I never went back. But that'll be something that we do in post-game. We'll see how that goes, Carissa. Thank you, Savage Dragoon. He says, good game. Harbo says, congrats, bro. On to bigger and better things. Thank you, man. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fantastic moving forward. We'll see what we cover next and cover on the channel as well. PS Vita God says, thanks for the stream, man. Thanks for your time. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate you guys hopping in again tonight. And
for your support, whether it's here on the live streams or the traditional content. You guys are out there actively sharing, liking, commenting, all that stuff, engaging with me. It helps my channel more than anything else could. And even if I never got another subscriber, the fact that you guys are here, I mean, that's my bucket list item right there. I mean, it blows my mind. I appreciate your time and your support. And so you don't ever have to thank me, man. I really appreciate you guys being here and taking an interest and hanging out together and talking games and life. Savage Dragoon says, I thought it was the only one who thinks Red Dead 1 was better. Definitely not, man. I'll definitely go on a rant about that sometime in the near future again. I tried Destiny so many times, says Savage Dragoon. Yeah, another conversation for another time. A lot of things that went bad with that. LOL, says Carissa, laughing. Savage Dragoon. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to do it for me. That's going to be it for me. I got 8 o'clock here, and I'm going to spend the rest of the night just puttering through some games. I might play some cards. We'll see how that goes, online poker. But it's been a ton of fun. Horizon is in the books, and now I can focus on putting together a video. So keep your eyes peeled for that to wrap up the series of Does Horizon Suck? I have a lot to say, and I'm looking forward to owning and eating my words from the outset of this. And a special thank you to Flicky and Swasti for helping me understand how great of an exercise that would have been for the channel. Really all credit in the world to them, BauerKillz royalty, for encouraging me to play the game and kind of to go through this thought exercise. So Swasti and Flicky, God bless you guys as well, and thanks for all that you do and everybody else's support out there as well. Guys, have a great weekend. We'll talk here real soon. I'll see you for a video next week, and maybe I'll do another Arsenal or a stealth stream in between, but definitely next Friday for sure I will be back doing this with a video out as well. Take care of yourselves. God bless. Stay safe and stay healthy, and we'll see you in that next stream and video.